Oh. What's up, guys? Nah, I was talking to myself about work.
Oh, you know that hurt. That's another one. Bullseye.
Damn. I was running out of fucking ammo. But yeah, I continue my conversation from yesterday. Now I was talking about like one of the guys that works in that, cool dude, but he just doesn't come to work that much. He's always like taking off and shit. And like, I was talking to one of the other managers up there and that, and he was just like, he was so upfront. It was fucking hilarious. I was laughing myself. He's all saying, I was like, yeah, he just. Basically saying he's just lazy. He doesn't like doing shit. He doesn't like coming in. He just like sits there, just sit there. Like he calls off a lot. He's always constantly like, oh, I can't come in because of this and that, or I have to leave early because my tummy hurts and shit like that. It's like, dude, you're like the biggest fucking pussy man I've ever seen. Like, come on, bro. There's no way that you're that big of a fucking pussy. There's no way. There's no way. Like, really? Like, how the fuck are you sitting there and telling me you gotta let your woman work? You gonna let your woman work all these fucking damn hours and shit, busting her fucking ass, so you could just sit there and do absolutely fucking nothing, bro? Like, you barely work 25 to 23 hours a week. Like, how do you expect to, like, sit at home? I mean, I get if you live with people and that, but, like, you just play video games all day. I'm like, well, okay, that's what it is. That's why people make fun of dorky people that sit around all day. They get fat, they eat junk food and that. They, you know, when I played video games back then, I want to be like the video game people. You know, I was playing Shining Force and that. I want to, swing around sticks and shit like swords and that, and beat up shit and that with swords and that. Get activity going. These people are so fucking the opposite. They get fucking all fucked up. They get high as fuck. That's why weed is so bad. They get high as fuck. They sit there and go, no motivational skills at all. And it's sad. It's like, damn, dude, go out and do something. Like, fuck, go on a little adventure. Go out in the woods or something. Like a little woods and that. And fuck around with shit. That's how I was when I was younger. I've always done that shit. Like, I mean, I get it. Nowadays, technology makes it no one's outside anymore, which is true. Ooh. But that doesn't mean you can't
get your meds here.
At least fucking try. Like, you're not trying anymore.
Remember, you can always count on Marcos
Run that by. Grenade. And that's what it is. It becomes really silly and stupid. Like, hey, bro, we're literally destroying our own lives because we're just fucking lazy motherfuckers. We are absolutely redonkulously fucking lazy. Damn, that shield's way fucking better. Okay, I got a lot more. Good. Well, I got a bubble though. Got you, bitch. What'd you get me? Yeah, we'll get rid of that. Get just pickled. That was nice. Yeah, this game's a lot harder than fucking the second one, man. Second one. Get your fucking ass kicked in this one so bad, because everything's always like 2 or 3 levels higher than you when you first walk in. At least badasses. Which is a lot of things shoot so fuck. Dude, these skags jump the shit out of you in this game. Jeez. Fuck me. I forgot how much they jump you in this game. Like, skags in the first one, man, like, or the second one, they don't jump you as much. This one, man, they constantly fucking beat your ass. Here, fucker. Get that going. Fucking beat my ass. Yeah, fuck that shit. That shoots too damn slow.
Critical hit. Kill them all. I got something for you. Help! I'm dying here. You never should have come here. Now you're gonna pay. Meet your maker. Going down. What?
You're going down. Downtown. Got a way better gun.
You found a shock weapon. These can
Nice.
penetrate most shields
Reload's a little slow, but it shoots faster though.
Come meet your maker. All right, boys, take a punch. You bastard! Nailed it.
God damn, we'll fuck outside. Yeah, but work's getting crazy though. I think there's probably be a big, huge promotional fallout pretty soon, and I'm hoping I'm not in the middle of that bullshit, which I really don't care if I'm not, or if I am, or if I'm not. It doesn't bother me. I just don't want to. Don't want to. See, they never drop legendaries, and they always drop purples. Like, legendaries are totally reserved. That's what's funny. Like shock weapons. Instead of doing like just fire damage and just doing like little shock things, they like send up shock pellets that hits everybody with shock, and then electrocutes them after that. So it actually does like elemental burst stuff. Like that. Feels like an AoE thing. Killed him, that needle stuck right into my arm and gave me my health back. That was funny. Chess, yay!
You never have enough stuff.
Damn. It's double the fucking. No, it's double the guns. I get a 13 though. That's a lot better. 48 compared to 23. That's insanely better. Eh. Yeah, that's what Nemo magazine says. Yeah. Let them all pile up. Yeah. There's more. How many fucking skags they are, man? They keep piling in. Look at this shit. Oh, I hit him with a shotgun in there. I guess so. It's like raining down arrows. Raining down bullets. Get them all. There's more? Look how many of them there are. There's more of them. That's fucking hilarious. That's all they hate about this gun. It doesn't. It should deal way more damage, but then again, I am low level. That's why I get to level 13. Almost there. Oh. Look at how many I killed. I killed probably like, what, close to 20? Magic get jumped by all of them. Like, if you kill like one or two of them, then more of them keep coming out. It's like plain fucking killing more.
Time is bullets.
Hmm. I love this game. Is he the last one? Yes. Nah.
Getting better.
Oh yeah.
All the time.
I fucking reloaded so fast. Oh shit. Oh, fuck you bitches. Oh fuck. Oh, that shit shoots hella fast. I'm gonna get this. Once you get this, you get that. Our shit is OP as fuck. Where's it to go? Well, it's gonna kill me. Oh, okay. Get it out anyway, got all this shit. Money. Ooh, nice. Size matters. Oh shit. Yeah, smash all this fucking food. Bear back my watch for man main shit. Or at least find something to watch. That's a lot of food to eat.
I don't get it, you guys. I don't get it. I literally went on a date with the other day, and it went so well. Like, literally everything. We all do the second date. I'm not
some reason, the men just aren't committing to her. Now, it might have something to do with the fact that she's incredibly annoying, or she posts these rant videos on TikTok, guys. It is anybody's guess. But guys, what is going on? It is Taylor being back again. And on today's episode, I have just a special selection. And by special, I mean very bad selection of TikTok clips to show you here today. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way. And let's just take a listen. So we'll return to that woman in the intro, but this woman who we're going to kick it off with is a single mother who's on a second date with a man that doesn't know that she has kids. Let's take a listen.
When I decided to date casually this year and I set up my dating profile for that, I chose to not put on there that I have kids. I chose not to tell any of the men that I had conversations with that I had kids, and I did not tell either of the men that I went out a first date with that I had kids.
That's stupid. I love listening to these TikTok women. Like, okay. You go on a date site to find someone to be with forever. No, you go on date sites to find lots of different people to just have sex with or to just get free shit out of. Because you're pretty and your ass is cute and you got nice boobs and that. That's what date sites are actually there for. Date sites are whore sites. They're meant for you to be a fucking whore. You meet people in the real world. You go out to your job, you go out to your local like clubs and that, or not like actual club. I mean, you can. You go out to local places. You meet people at restaurants. You meet people at fast food places. You meet people all over the place. I meet plenty of good-looking girls at work. Customers that come in. Like one of the girls she's my, she's not my ex, but she's one of the girls that used to date my or used to be mutual with my ex GM. I've been seeing her off and on because she lives in the area and that. She came by my job and that. So I talked to her for a little bit. I saw at the door and that. I'm like, hey, girlfriend, how you doing? And that. She looked at me, big ass fucking smiles and shit. Just like really, I guess, rather happy to see you or just notice and attention. I think it was just notice and attention. And she talked to me for like a brief moment and that. And I was just like, oh, hey. It's like, yeah, it's like working her for like over 2 weeks now after Zips, went down. She's like, yeah, her, blah, blah, blah. He's like, oh, we keep running into each other. I was over there. She's like, oh, yeah, we do. All this, I get attention thing. I go, okay, bye. That's what women do. Especially if they are attractive. If they are attractive, they get big-ass smiles and that. They'll do something that's more outrageous. But if you just give them fucking attention, they're always going to look at you and smile. That doesn't mean they fucking like you. That's the problem nowadays. Date sites kind of like this shove all the average guys that girls should be dating to the side. And then they go after these dudes that have, 10% body fat and shit. Or they go for dudes that have a lot of money in that. Because, they're family owned shit. I'm like, oh, yeah, have fun with that one. Oh, fuck that shit. Anyway, we will continue.
Especially if they have any degree of self-respect. So this is really stupid for that reason. Second of all, this woman is dating multiple dudes at the same time, which is a very fast way to run away men as well. So let's continue and let's see how this excellent plan works out for this woman.
And the reason I'm doing this was because I do not want any weirdos seeking me out because they want access to my kids.
What?
you've already been dishonest by admitting the fact that you have kids, but let's break this down, guys, okay?
You're on your website, on your date site, say that.
He wants to date casually.
I love commenting on these fucking things. Those girls, they never give an actual age. They'll be like, I'm in my 30s. You're like 35, 34. Women always complain about their age. Oh, yeah. It's like, I don't want to get older. You're not that old to begin with. If you are in your 40s and 50s, 40s, 50s, you're not that fucking old. I know people say a bunch of bullshit that I'm 35, gonna be 36, in like 8 months. I'm building on muscle now. I'm getting toner now. A little bit toner. Right, there's no excuses. Learn how your body works. Everyone has all these excuses about their age. Because your body works based upon what you do with it. So if you start eating healthy and you start exercising regularly, your body's going to get stronger no matter what. It might take a little bit of time. You might need to recover for a couple more days and then take more, stuff and that to be able to recover faster than that. If you choose to take testosterone or steroids, or if you just take pre-workout and that, whatever. It's like, come on. Like, I get it, but like, the quote from Joe Biden, come on, man. Come on. Just do it. Just do the thing. Fucking moron ass president. I have to bring up politics. I love when people say Obama's a good president when he did literally nothing for our country besides tear it apart. But anyway, yeah, dude, there's tons of. There's probably thousands of women on TikTok. We'll be like the gossip. Instead of thinking on their own and doing the right thing, they gossip with other fucking whores, potential whores online, and they all give them the same advice. You go, queen, you're the best thing ever in that. And then when it all fails in that, they're like, it's the man's fault. They're like, I totally his fault. I never did his fault. And women want to say, like, well, men are emotionally immature. Yes, let's use these words what they actually mean. Emotional, which means you outburst with feelings on certain things that affect you. Like, if you lack knowledge, if you're really if you have a low IQ, you probably will fucking emote more over everything that bothers you in your beliefs. So whatever you believe in, whatever you know in your brain, if people go against it, instead of listening to their conversation, like brains should think and listen and understand, you emote. Like, I, as a man, say, hey, maybe you're just a bad woman. Oh my God, I can't be a bad woman. There's no way. It's because you don't know. You don't know that you're bad. You don't know that you don't understand how men feel. That's emotional immaturity. Women are emotional immature. They know how to use emotions by just using them, but they don't know how to control them, which is the mature part. Maturity. We say immature means you lack maturity, which means you lack using and controlling what you are put a word in front of it. You drive immaturity. You're an immature driver. Drive immaturity. The words mean what they mean. We say, oh yeah, you're an immature driver. What does that mean? You lack experience. You lack control over your vehicle. You say, wow, you're a mature driver now. What does that mean? You have experience. and you have control. But when it comes down to emotions, and when women, mostly women, especially feminist men, they say stupid stuff that makes no sense. Like, what are you talking about? Women call women. I think my ex said to me, she's like, I think she did call me emotional, immature. I was like, huh? It's like, no, I'm emotionally mature because I control my emotions. You don't as much. Use the word for what they're fucking meant to be used for. Don't change the meaning of words and make a fucking, like, a thing about it. Because, well, if you put man in front of it, it has to happen. No wonder women nowadays have low-ass IQ. Oh, I go to college now. You go to college to read a book. And a lot of you cheat in online colleges and that. And a lot of you get better grades because the person's probably a feminist and just passes you because you got a vagina. Like, this is literally what I know plenty of people do online schooling and they all fucking cheat. They all fucking cheat. I even asked one of the girls that was doing it when I was working with her at my other job. She said, yeah, I cheat on everything. They literally have an online AI that literally cheats for you. Like, what the fuck are you learning? I just want to pass. You gotta pass by learning. That's why people go to school, is to learn. No one learns anymore. They literally all cheat. So what the fuck are you doing in school then? So you gotta get a degree in something. You're gonna walk into that field. They're gonna be like, what do you know? And then you just sit there, they're gonna be like, yeah, it's because you got a degree. That's why people don't care about degrees anymore. Take this shit fucking serious. If you're going into anything that has to do with any humanity, teachers, fucking anything to do with construction, anything to do with nursing or health field, and that, you have to learn that shit. You can't just cheat your way through it and wave your piece of paper that's worth $100 fucking grand. Hey, I got signed by the administration. I got my nursing degree. You go in the nurse, you're all like, dun, dun, dun. You're like, huh? Well, what do I do with this? They're like, what the fuck? Did you go to school for this? Well, yeah. Like, it's just so funny. You hear the same. I hear the same shit over and over again. Same shit. Let's go. Got so much makeup on. My God.
in the video, and I listened to her for a total of 17 seconds. Obviously, the men that you're texting are not going to take you out on the second date. Like, they're going to think about it and be like, no, never mind. And it's some random man who might not love you for 17 seconds. What chance does it do for going on dates with them? There's no chances for that. It's very, very slim. My goodness. So she's incredibly narcissistic. She's full of herself. She's loud. She's obnoxious. But of course, you know, why don't the men want to date you? They leave you for the second date. Let's do it.
Haven't heard from him.
What do you have to say about people that have confidence? Like, it's okay to say that you're attractive. There's a lot of beautiful people out there. Tons. And you're gonna get fucking hit on. But like the situation that's already, this girl's at least saying like, everybody wants me now. She was over exaggerating that, obviously. Guys want you to, yeah. It's easier for a woman to get many men than it is for a man to get many women. Only the top guys get all the women. Guys have clean cut jaws. Guys are, you know, shoulders are bigger than that. They got that V-tape shape in that. They're gonna get more attraction. Women have the idea of like a Hercules body in their mind. You're looking like fucking Thor off of Thor. I'm gonna suck your balls dry. Yeah. You just Photoshop your picture on his body. Yeah, that's me. They're like, ah. They see you that you're all like fat as fuck. Whatever. It was just a Photoshop, dumbass. Like, oh my god, I can't believe I made that. Well, you still want to sleep with me? Well, I came all the way out here, yeah. They put that much effort into you, might as well. I don't get it. I could never, like, I never get, I work in that yesterday, I asked one of the guys in that, you know, about girls and that, like, we were just talking about women and that. It's like, yeah, I get a lot of good girls that like me, but I just can't do nothing. I just don't like it. I don't see, I want to be with the person, not just for sex. Like, literally, women that are like this, they go into the relationship to get something out of it that they can take with them. Either it's money or it's just like, oh, my dopamine's low. Oh, here, let me just flop out my boobs and that and get you aroused, and then we can just get it done with, and then it's just over with. They don't think about the whole like love into it, the whole emotions into it. I'm talking about the ones I've dealt with that are like this. So women that are like this. And it's just sad because just like you spend all that time with them, you do all that stuff with them, you try to like procure something like, hey, I just want to be happy with you. Well, your happiness is not enough. I want to have a white picket fence. I want to have 15 children. I want to have millions of dollars. How you gonna do that? Well, or they don't get what they want up front. They're like, well, I could always leave you for another man. I'm like, why would you waste my time? Why would you waste anybody's time? Women that waste men's time, they're like, well, I'm just gonna go on a date site and just get another man because I guess fuck my ass out. Some guy's gonna throw money at me. So you're a whore. You're a prostitute then. I'm paying for your services. Once I stop paying for services, you dump me, or you leave me, or you leave other men. That's what's called a prostitute. Words mean something. If meanings of words add up, that word should be implicated. If women use men for going on dates and buying them shit, and they screw them after that, that's called prostitution. Like Chef off of South Park. Prostitution. That's what we call a prostitute. 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 That's literally what it is. Don't you think inside your mind, this is literally what's changed. Back in the early, like, 70s, 80s, and 90s, or even early 2000s, that being a whore was terrible. Like, you would get shunned for a woman being a whore. Like, I was up at work at that. These two girls came in. They were young, probably, I don't know, probably, that'd be at least, they drove, so at least 16, 18, I guess. They came in, they were wearing this perfume. It smelled nice and that, but it stunk up the whole fucking place, besides the back, because they have ventilation in the back. As soon as you walk up to the front stand, where the computers are at for up front, it smells straight up like all pheromones and shit. And they were cute girls and that. They were cute young girls and that, ladies and that. And like, I was sitting there, and I gave them their food and that, because like we were slow as fuck and that. And I asked them, I'm like who's wearing you wearing perfume? The girl got super excited because I noticed it, of course. Attention. She's like, oh yeah. It's like, yeah, we're both wearing the perfume. And she immediately, doesn't smell good. And I'm like, I can smell it from over there. I was really trying to point out to, like, you guys sprayed way too much on. So, but does it smell good? I'm like, yeah, it smells good and that. It didn't smell bad, but like, it was just too much. Like, what the fuck, did you like dip your body into it? And they were attractive. And the girl had she literally had boxers on. They were shorts though, but they looked like boxers. They were so fucking short. Her like booty cheeks was hanging out. I like, how uncomfortable are you to sit there in public to wear shorts that literally show off the bottom of your fucking ass cheek, and then when you sit down, it rides up to where you're showing all fucking booty? Like, right there, what am I gonna say? That's some slutty ass shit. Put on some fucking clothes. Put on normal shorts that probably go halfway down your fucking legs. Or if you want to, wear those spandex pants that so at least your butt sticks out. That's fine, but you're covering your fucking skin. The more skin you show, the more men are gonna think, well, I'm just being sexy. Yeah, sexy leads to sex. That's whore ass shit. That's slutty shit. And I understand women like to be cute. Women like to do this. Like, yeah, that's cool. But you do all that stuff because you want to attract a man. Why do you think men go to the gym? I go to the gym because I like looking at hot girls at the gym. Do I talk to them? No. Do I get a hormone rush from them? Does my testosterone get a little bit higher now because I'm staring at some big, fat, juicy butt cheeks? Yeah. I don't approach. I don't shove my ding dong in them. No. Because it does. Who gives a fuck? I use it for what I need to use it for. I use it for the chemical upgrade. Looking at a girl's breasts desensitizes man a lot. So, and that's what men don't use it for. They use it for a stress release. Girls can get mad, but when you're saying at a guy that's fucking buff, like for instance, at the gym, there was a girl there. She was average, I mean, she had a pretty face and that, but she was like a little bit of pudgy and that, but she was attractive. I was there lifting weights next to her and that, and like, she saw me like I'm getting all pumped up and that, my blood's starting to flow and that, I'm getting a little bit more pumped. My back was getting pumped because I was doing back. This girl literally sat there the whole entire time doing a little bit of exercise and that, and she was like staring at her ass in the mirror. She was doing lat pull, like doing like fucking tricep extensions, and checking out her butt. Like, this ain't a butt exercise. She's just checking her butt out and that, right on the side of me. Say, like, I was looking at the mirror, and she was on the left side of me. And she was sitting there, like a quarter of a mile, and I saw that she was checking or something. I mean, you're gonna look because if you're attracted, you're attracted. And then another buff guy comes out. You know, he's a lot leaner than me in that. And like he came out, he started doing exercise, and she was in between like two attractive dudes. And like I was wondering what was going on with her mind. I'm sure her mind was just thinking like, yeah, that'd be, yeah. And like she just like her mind was just she kept checking out her stuff in that, and she would exercise for a little bit, and then she'd sit there like pose and like try to pose, but like girl, women need to get the fuck out of the gyms. Y'all need to go to a woman's section. You got a whole bunch of women. I bet you 100% you ain't gonna be wearing any of those fucking clothes. Literally have women come in with literally barely anything on. Some girls don't even wear bras. They walk around just with their titties hanging out and shit. And they go on treadmills and that. How do I remember that? No, this black chick came in. She had huge boobs. She had one of those fucking cut off shirts. Literally barely covered up her boobs. I could see the bottom of her tit. Nothing, no bra, nothing. She's sitting there walking that, her boobs are slightly jiggling at. You come in the treadmill to walk to get guys' attention. Think a guy's gonna come up there and be like, hey, you look really good. It's like, oh my god, yeah, boy, I look good. Nah, man, guys are gonna ignore you. It's a trap. We'll just look at you. We'll probably jack off to you afterwards. Like, okay, we're good. Cause they do too much. They do too much. Well, you like looking at me means you want to do me. Yeah, I can look at you and not want to do you. How about that? It's just too much, and I don't care how people get upset in that. It's just too much. Like the clothes I wear nowadays, like, yeah, I understand you're gonna be with people and that you want to show off a little bit. That's cool. But if you're going into the gym and that, you're not even working out. You're just sitting there and like playing around and trying to get attention. Come on. But I know that. Just like date sites know, if you put hot ass girls on there, you're gonna get a lot of guys trying to pay for shit and try to get these girls. You girls get like thousands of DMs a day, a bunch of random ass dudes. I used to go on date sites that when I was younger. Oh my god, it was terrible. You all these tremendous hot fucking girls on there. They get like a whole bunch of DMs and shit, and like they just sit there and siphon those DMs up and throw them on their fucking OnlyFans and shit. Well, at the time it was just Twitch or Instagram. You enjoy my horror site and see me shake my boobs all over the place.
Oh, that hurt.
No. Stay blessed, peace out. I try.
Are we keeping score here?
What's this? Oh. Damn. That's a lot better. Is that automatic? Nice. But yeah, sorry going on little rants like that, but it's just so fun to listen to this stuff, and there's so much research out there for all this crap about. And to be able to stop all this stupidity from all these, you know, women and that, and all these dudes and that from being hurt and like in the long run in life. Dude, you have to just appreciate yourself. Like, why is being a whore and a slut nowadays such a big fucking thing? Like, it's so, it's a epidemic big. Like, it's ridiculously huge. And then you wonder why the world's fucking going to shit. Yeah. It all goes back. There's no God anymore. People don't believe in God. They don't believe in God's laws anymore. They throw themselves in this loop. And then wonder why their lives suck. Well, yeah, you have no guidance. Your guidance is shit. You know, that's why I don't get into that shit. I never got into that shit. Like, I could have partied that when I was younger and that. Got drunk and slept with a whole bunch of hot women and that. I didn't do it. I'm like, I'd rather play video games. It's just too much of a headache. Like, I still remember all the girls I could have slept with and that and all stuff and that. There's still, like, it's just... A lot of people, you know, you all those feminists dudes, they come on and be like, you just making up stuff and all that stuff. I don't believe you. You don't have to believe me at all. You can fucking believe me at all. And just knowing that you say it, knowing that you say men lie about stuff just to get credit for nothing, like, I wouldn't be saying it like that. I'd be saying, yeah, I slept with a bunch of women and that, but I haven't. I say, yeah, I could have, but I didn't. And you never win in a liberal mindset. It's hard to win when you. Yeah, it's like the most difficult thing to win in a liberal mindset. Oh. Fuck, they all died. Cool. That gun's actually really fucking strong. Let's see what time it is. 2:30. But it's funny when other guys get really upset when they start like hearing the stuff in the world. Like, who are you? What side are you even on? Like, that's what they like to ask. Like, what side are people even on? When you're sitting there like bashing another man for talking about something that's actually obviously true. Because I'm listening to all these TikTok girls talk about this shit. You get guys coming in. But damn, how fucking like stupid are you? And then they cry. Nah, it's just one guy that came on my channel now. He's just... I keep thinking about it now. Stupid. Like, I'm trying to have a casual conversation about what I always talk about. I always bring up feminism because I fucking hate it. I hate feminism 100%.
Kill him now!
I even talked to a feminist woman in real life. And I was sitting there like, she's like a neighbor that I walked by or whatever it is.
Shoot them all!
And like, she's there, and you know, she like brought it
All
up.
right, we got guns over here.
I'm just like, you know, feminism is basically just a hatred of all men. You know that, right? It's like, well, no, the extreme feminism, like, well, you're still basically using the word feminism. Feminism literally means women can do everything a man can do and do it better. Okay, pick up this 100-pound weight. What? Wait a minute, I gotta do that? Oh no, no, that's too much. I can't. Well, there you go. That's the whole point. And of course, I always bring up, well, some women can do that. Most women can, even if they're on steroids and that. I know girls on steroids and that, or ladies on steroids and that. They're strong, but they're like average strong compared to a man. Like a man lifts weights with just good, healthy diet and that, and he just did have no steroids at all. Chicks have to be on steroids to compare to their strength. That's the point. And people get mad about that shit. But it's the truth. What the fuck do you mean?
Nailed it. Pulling him down.
Like, it just gotta make sense out of it. That's all it is. You shouldn't get mad about something like that. You should just fucking just be like, okay, I agree. That's what it is. It's stubbornness. Like, oh, no. Like, they have all these girls and that they do all these. They're all on bodybuilder chicks and that. They work out super fucking hard and that. And average men can beat them.
Always room for more loot.
It gives you more damage. Only holds 6? What? What? It only holds 6? What the fuck is that? It's an automatic. It should hold more than 6. What the fuck? That makes no sense. Midget. But yeah, it just becomes really funny though. You're like sitting there looking at like, oh,
Get some bitches.
obviously women know that, but they get upset because women are stronger. And then women that used to lift a lot of weights and that, I probably was up my ex and that, like, when she used to see me do like lifting weights and shit, and I was lifting like 225, and I did like, at that time I did like 8, you know, that's considered rather fucking strong. That's stronger than most average men. Now, I'm doing my body weight, and I'm doing more of my body weight with reps. You know, and I had a conversation with, she had like a little conversation with me and that, and like, she whispered, when I was lifting weights and that, she whispered, saying like, hey, said being proud of, we were dating, said be proud of your boyfriend, like, wow, you're really strong in that. She had to whisper it.
You should be able to get into the mine now. There's nothing
I
between
heard her in
you
a
and
whisper.
Sledge,
She's like,
and we're one
you're
step
strong.
closer to the
And
vault.
I'm just like,
I believe in
yeah.
you.
And I asked her about it. I was like, did you just say that I'm strong? It's like, no, I said you're stupid for trying to pick up all that weight. I'm like, no, you didn't. And then, and then she got quiet. I'm like, why can't you just admit you're dating, like, you're with a dude that's trying to get stronger now. You should be proud of your man lifting heavy. You should be proud of your man for being fucking strong instead of being a grudge holder, being in competition with a man. You're not a man. See what the problem is? Instead of being compassionate about their man that they're dating at the time, being like, oh wow, he's rather strong. You want to ridicule and say something that's ignorant, or say something that's negative. Huh? Like, why? You could have said something that was positive about it. Because I picked up two 45-pound plates and I stacked them on the thing. I guess picking up 100 pounds is supposed to be, like, heavy. And it's not. I mean, I guess it is for people that are weak. Yeah, 100 pounds is a lot.
Even the best gunman gets hit from time to time, so make sure your shield is up to par.
What's this? So I gotta use But yeah, so I was just like trying to like figure it out. I'm like, well, what's wrong with you being proud of your man? That's where the problems start coming in, and you start to think about it. You're like, why would you want to be ignorant? Like, I don't want to be ignorant towards your accomplishments and shit. Like, why? I want to be proud of something that you do that you're passionate about, because it makes me feel more proud of myself. And that's why I work out alone. I can't work out with people. Like, if someone sees me doing over 100 pounds, like, of anything over 100 pounds, obviously besides benching like legs and that, like I do like, I'm at 140 pound with lat pull downs now. I can clearly do them with my lats now, like 5 or 6. Oh. I see some people that go up to like 160 pound. And they don't do it with like the very lows of control. Like they slam it down and throw it back up. Like it's dumb. But yeah, it's like why? to myself, I was like, why am I even with you? I mean, like, as we got on in a relationship, I'm like, why are we even together? Kind of thing. Like, you were so thrilled and happy to see me in that, but that was fake. And I blame this all on women. Women do this whole fake thing. And then they start acting like the actual selves. And you're just like, why are you so crazy? Well, because men should be like this towards me and like this. I'm like, what the fuck does it be towards you? I'm not your ex. I ain't your fucking ex-husband. I ain't your ex. We had a discussion about it too. And I got up in her face about it now. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking walk home. We had a discussion over something stupid. And she was blaming herself for it and that. I'm like, yeah. Because you're gullible and greedy. When you're selfish, you become greedy. When you become greedy, anything, selfishism means that anything that's involved with you and that you think it should happen no matter what. Yeah, I like how the Jesus talks about the 7 deadly sins and talks about sins altogether and that and why they're so bad to commit so many sins. You can commit sins, but you have to understand you have to catch yourself with it. You'd be like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna do that. That's why he gave you a fucking brain to learn, to think. When you don't perform critical thinking, what happens? You become emotional, unstable, dumb fuck. And then you sit there all day, oh my god, people are so bad against me. So yeah, people are bad against me. Then I don't talk to them anymore. I'd rather be the lone stranger that walks alone. I may know a lot of people. I may have people come up to me and say, hey, what's up, bro? I may have girls come up to me like, wow, you're hot, or whatever the fuck that it is. No, they don't do that. I'm just improvising. You know, every once in a while, yeah. Some little things happen like that. But I'm like, hey, bro, let's go grab a beer. And I'm like, okay, I gotta do shit, dude. It's like, okay, go do your shit. I walked up to one of the guys and that I was walking home from the gym. And this cool ass black dude that he's an older black dude, he look hipster. It's fucking hilarious. He drives around a big ass red hoopty and that's fucking hilarious. I love his car. He's got big ass rims and shit. And he's put his I guess he was putting his motorcycle away or his bike away and in storage. And me and him were having conversations, you know, what happened to your last job? And I'm like, well, they closed us down, man. They, you know, closed 14 stores down in like 5 days notice and they literally laid off like 60 fucking people, give or take. He's like, yeah, that sucks though, bro, because everyone likes going to that one. I'm like, yeah, I know. I wish I still had my job there and that. I like my job there. It was easy, and it was just hard enough to keep me motivated. I said, there's not a lot to learn in the job. Like where I'm at now, I'm still learning shit. Like, I mean, it's going on my 3rd week. And I'm getting used to stuff in that, but like, I'm still learning stuff in that. But the thing is, I show up to work, and that's why they want to hire me, because they're having people. Yeah, I talked to one of the managers up there. He's like, yeah, so yeah, people don't show up to work. I asked them who doesn't show up to work, and they say people call off quite a bit. Say, yeah, that's why they hired me, because I like to make money. People just call off from work like, well, I don't feel like coming to work today. It's because you have someone to rely on. Yeah. You know what's so funny is? Yeah, I got parents. I can rely on my parents 100%. Absolutely. Yeah. I can rely on the inheritance that I have to pay, you know, and pay rent and pay for all my stuff and that. Yeah. But the thing is, that's stupid. And I do like this. The old Arnold thing. This is what I like. Arnold was actually right about this. He's like, you sleep 6 hours a day. And you work 18. You keep on doing stuff. Yeah. That's what I kept on saying. He's like, sleep faster. He's basically got all this time to do shit. Keep your ass productive. So, like with me and that, my hobbies are, I stream, I talk about my life, I talk about Jesus, I talk about feminist bullshit that literally is destroying manhood. So men need to, I say like this, I know women say men need to step up. No, men need to step up and being a man and stop fucking giving a fuck about these hoes. Stop chasing these fucking bitches. Stop chasing them. Go to the damn gym, get a good healthy diet, get fucking jacked, And them girls are gonna come at you and be like, hey baby, how you been doing tonight? You're like, man, bitch, shut the fuck up, hoe ass motherfucker. You speaking like that, like Eddie Murphy. Yo man, I'm with you with this shit, bitch. The fuck out of here. And then you grab and then you fuck her friend and it pisses her off because she's the one that wanted you. That's the best way of doing it. Like the friend, yeah, the women always have really quiet, really cute friends. That's just what them. Because I was at when I was at work at that's basically what happened. There was two girls. One looked slutty as fuck in that. She wore shorts with her showing all her butt off, and that. The other one to wear normal clothes. The one I gave attention to was the one that was wearing shorts and that, and she was just like, "Oh my god, give me attention now! I'm so." But the truth is, I was more attracted to her friend. Because her friend was quiet, she gave me a nice smile and that, she was quiet. And the other one was outrageous. Her pickup line, yeah, she tried to like get into a flirtatious thing with me. Her pickup line was, she came up, and she asked for ranch or blue cheese. I'm sitting there like, this is Taco Bell. Like blue cheese? I'm like, this ain't a fucking dining restaurant. I was thinking to myself, like, okay, we got ranch stuff. I said, yeah, we got like fire ranch, spicy ranch, and that. She's like, oh no, I just want to see if you guys had ranch or blue cheese. And then she went up there like all like she accomplished something, which is cool and that, I understand. Okay, you know, if you're young and that, I get it. And that, you know, you're 18, 19, or even 17, that the dude's attractive and that you're trying to, you know, try to swing at him. You don't know my age, because obviously you can't tell up front that I'm in my 30s and that. So that's why I don't play with the bullshit. I just let him talk, let him flirt. I was like, oh, okay, and I just laugh at it. I'm like, oh, yeah, cool. Gave her some self-esteem boost. Was she attractive? Yeah, she was good looking at. But there's so many. Like, the women that are developed now, that I know, they're all models now. They're all skinny, fit. They're all fucking like really attractive. I don't see a lot of fat bitches nowadays. The younger ones, and they're like just turning 20, like from 18 to 20 and that. Like all these girls that like I see are all model fit looking women. They're all skinny as fuck, and they're going back to the cycle is going back to the normal cycle where women actually want to be attractive. They want to look fucking good. They want to be skinny in that. And the guys are doing the same thing too. Guys are going back to being skinny. Go back to lifting weights and that. That's why I see the gym. I don't see a lot of fat guys come in the gym. Sometimes I see really big fat dudes come in the gym and that. You know, the couch potatoes, the ones that play D&D and shit. But yeah, I don't see, like, I just don't see it. And it's starting to turn to me, like, psychologically when I'm thinking about this stuff, because I like to research stuff. Humanity's starting to realize that victimizing yourself doesn't make yourself better. If you want to say, yeah, you know, shit happens with me and that, I want to grow past this. I think about it as a video game. If you lift weights, you get stronger. With strength, of physical strength, you get more mental discipline, which is mental strength. Every time you go through a pain cycle, your mind develops discipline for that pain. Because then you understand that. So when you go out into the real world, I'm learning this now. If I go out to the real world with my strength, and people say, wow, you just picked up 120 pounds like it was nothing. I said, well, I lift more than this. And then the average man will come up to that, and they'll be like, I'm so weak. Inside their mind, they're going to automatically think, okay, I need to lift weights to get stronger so I can lift more. And normally they do it because they want to get more attraction towards women. I say, you don't do it to get attraction towards women. You could do that, but the first thing you want to direct yourself towards, the second thing is the women. The first thing is, I want to be healthy, I want to be strong. And this is where a lot of men get it wrong. A lot of lift weights and so I can get pussy. They make money so they can get pussy. No, you make money in that shit first so you can be a man and survive. Women follow survival. They'll chase survival. What do you think how it was back then? Men be hunting that. The man that hunt the most food and that to get the most pussy. Women want to get impregnated. That's the same cycle in this age. You know, if women see an attractive looking dude, they want his seed. They want to get impregnated by him because they'll have attractive babies. Yes, they want to have sex. That's what horniness is. Horniness is a production way of saying you want to produce with that person because they're attractive enough to be produced with. That's why unattractive dudes don't normally get women that get married to that unless they date really unattractive women. Attraction's just a reproduction thing. The more attractive you are as a man, the more less likely girls are going to want your fucking nuts. That's just how it is. But if there's less and less attractive men, because their body weight's shitty and their muscles aren't big enough, they're not stern, they're just sitting there all day and, oh man. Then there's only very few guys that are going to be producing babies. The dudes that still do the same thing that men did 30, 40 years ago. I would say 50 years ago. Lifting weights, playing sports, keep their body fat low, keeping their muscles big. Girls want to suck your dong. That's just how it was. Nothing's changed. It's just being elaborated on because of the internet. The internet elaborates on this stuff. But it's the truth. It's not how you talk to girls that, oh, fucking bullshit. I can say the stupidest shit ever. If that girl's really fucking horny for me, she won't give a fuck. Because her mindset's on what I'm saying. She's on about how much she's thinking my pants are falling off. She's thinking how much she's going to see me if I pick her up and throw her up against the fucking wall and that. All these exciting things happen inside her head. Proof. It's proof all the time. It happened with my ex. It happened with a lot of the girls I talked to and that. A lot of the girls I done stuff with that at places and that, you know. They get all hyped up on that shit. Their adrenaline goes through the fucking roof. They're heavy breathing and that. To understand true actual women biology and psychology and that is they tell you what you don't need to do, which you do the opposite of that, and they get more attraction to that. If a woman says, hey, you know, open the door for me and that, okay, I can open the door for you, but she gets mad, you don't do it. Like, okay, open your own damn door. Well, I thought you meant, well, you didn't want me to open it. Because when it comes down to relations, women love drama-based stuff more than men. I mean, I like a good high school anime drama and that. Most times just because, you know, see a guy go from, like, weak to strong. It's a strength thing. Women might think of it as, like, oh, it's so cute and that about this and that. The men think completely differently. But women still want that strong strength thing. They're not going to talk about it because they never do. Women don't actually express exactly what they want because they literally want you to figure it out. And they'll literally state it. Well, you should just know. Know what? What a woman wants. Okay, bend over, bitch. What do you want me to say? Like, what do you want me to do? Make me a sandwich? Like, they want to be commanded. And feminist men hate this. She's like, oh my god, you can't command women, blah, blah, blah. I say, well, how's that going for you? How's all those girls attracted to you? Well, they don't. I'm like, yeah, exactly. Because what you're doing is not what they want. They're telling you this. They're telling you a definition of being a gentleman. That's all they're doing. They're not telling you who they actually want you to be. They're not telling you to be a bad boy that drives a fucking motorcycle and that has a 10-inch fucking cock. And they're sitting there like going crazy in that because he's a bad boy, he's so hot and that. But then, you know, if he was a gentle-hearted person, that he's all like, you think he's got a raspy voice, like sound like Batman. Like, hey baby, how you doing? And he's like, hey guys, how you doing? That girl's gonna be completely turned off. It's like, hey honey, you wanna hop on the back of my bike? She would fucking be like, what the fuck? Like, oh yeah, my voice is always like this. She'll get turned up. Why? Drum roll, please. Let's do this. Drum roll, cause it's a fantasy. Women fantasize about the men they want to be with. If they don't pinpoint what that man is, if that man doesn't pinpoint exactly what that woman's fantasizing about, she will be unattracted to. That's why women that do a fantasy mode, they hit it, they get pumped and dumped. Because the fantasy only lasts for that long. The fantasy only lasts for that fucking day. That's literally what it is. I cracked the code. I'll like slutty ass women that just fantasize. They're fantasy mode. So men, don't get mad if a woman breaks up with you for stupid shit because the fantasy ran out. You act like nothing happened. That's what I did with Max and I. Like a month before it even happened in that, I already started noticing that this person she put me in friend zone. She stopped doing sexual shit with me and that. She stopped like really like catering to me and that. She stopped trying to get me aroused. It only took fucking a month and a half before it actually broke her fantasy spell. It came to real life. She's like, "Whoa, my life's not like this." Cause you live in fantasy mode. That's why you smoke all that weed. Weed keeps you in fantasy mode. It keeps your brain stupid. Keeps your brain low key. And then you stay in fantasy mode longer. And that's how it works. It's all fantasy mode. And then when it gets broke for all the things that they want, they're like, well, they want to hear all this stuff and that. The first thing that started to break us up, we talked about goals. I had to bring us up on that because this is why I guess women do this stupid shit. She brought up goals and I said, what do you think of yourself in 5 years? I'm like, huh? I'm like, I don't think that long ahead. That's stupid. Why? She's like, well, you should think about your future. And I'm like, I don't know my future. That is, I mean, goals, yeah, I could say, I said goals, like, I want to make more money. Everyone wants to make more money in that. She wanted me to tell her that, oh, we're going to get married and then have kids and all stuff and that. That's what her fantasy was telling her. Well, if he said that, I'll be with him forever and we get married and have kids. Like, I'm like, woman, you're going to be almost 40. 40. I'm not saying I don't want to have kids with her. Yeah, she was hot. She was really fucking hot. She had a fucking fantastic body now. She had looks that I actually really fucking liked. You know, she was a very attractive woman now. When she wasn't a complete, you know, I can't say she was really crazy now, but she was just unorthodox sometimes. That stuff she was negative. When she was always positive and happy and go lucky and that, she was a fucking 10 out of 10 woman. She was amazing. But when she got the negative side of her, started showing her ugly side, I'm just like, why are you doing that? Just be all nice and pretty in that. Literally. Just wear makeup and look pretty in that. And put your little boobs up and look good. And that's all you need to do. Your life is not that dramatically hard. Women can get anything. All they have to do is be pleasant and be pretty. Wow. What's beauty? Staying skinny. Okay, a lot of women do that. They just don't eat. They eat very little. They eat like peanuts all day and shit. They stay skinny and that. They worry about their figure and that. That's great. And they know they're getting a little fat and that. They'll fast and they'll exercise a whole bunch. Women are really good at that. I say men aren't. Men are fucking fat asses. Men don't just keep on eating. I mean, like, I got a little stomach on me and that. You know. But I got big ass abs though, so my stomach it intrudes out a little bit because my body fat's a little too high right now. But then you gotta think to yourself, women do really good at that. They know how to attract men, but do men know how to attract women? No, men actually have no idea how to attract women nowadays. If you're really attractive, you're very cute looking, you're gonna attract women all day, every day. Everywhere you go, you're always have other women looking at you. If you have a girlfriend, you're going to get 10 times the attraction towards you. For example, I was with Max and one of her friends that, so we were talking that, you know, one of her friends that had the hots for me too, before we started actually dating. And when we started actually dating and that, her friend wanted to bang me, you know, it was talked about between both of them, I guess, and that, and my, you know, girlfriend at the time was saying like, hey, you know, it's okay, I wouldn't mind, you know, she's my best friend, I've known her forever and that, you know, I guess she's kind of bisexual, I know we can all just bang you. Like, okay, you know, I have two rather art, you know, I mean, honestly, I thought, you know, my ex was a lot more attractive looking than her friend, you know what I mean, and her friend was cute, she was good looking and that, but like, attraction wise was overall, like her mentality and that, how she thought and that was a lot different, but her friend had huge boobs. They could set all that, you know, she want to set up in that. But her friend didn't want to do anything like that, you know. She tried to get me on my own. She tried to ask like where I was living at and all that stuff and that when we were like damn, like okay. She was hinting. She wanted to come over and bang me. I'm like, but I don't bang. Get this in your head. I know a lot of guys are like, oh, that's cool though. You get to have sex. Sex is never good unless you have a relationship. I'd rather keep on banging the same girl and that than to sit there and bang one girl, go after another girl. Because it's just too much. I can flip off my mind and do it. Yeah. That's what men do. But the repercussions of that is women get torn apart because of that. That's why I despise men that fuck a bunch of girls and that, because a lot of those women, you know, they get emotionally broken every time men do that. And then they sit there like, well, that's what women want. Well, yeah, the women that have already been banged 100 times by 50 different men, yeah. But young women that are still like virgins, and they're like 18, 19, 20, and they're going for guys and they're fucking like high 20s or low 30s and that. And because they're already built, they already got muscles and shit, they already got the luxury of most men that don't have at a young age. Those men, they literally become virginity poppers. And when you pop a girl's virginity in that and you don't fall in love with them and be their man, they get fucked up. They get emotionally torn apart. This is why it's a bystander. Men, I understand you want to fuck bitches and that, but keep yourself under control. Screw all these girls that have been fucked 100 times. Stay away from the younger women in their low 20s and that, because they're the ones that need to have kids. Stop fucking putting your dick in them. Screw all the hoe-ass bitches from their 30s and 40s and that. Because they already have a high-ass body count. The lower the body count, the more pleasurable of a relationship it's going to be. Because that means that woman's not going to think about any other guy besides you. That's what happened with my ex. My ex kept on thinking about her ex-husband all the damn time. And she constantly be talking about him and that. I'm like, girl, you're with me. Why the fuck you talking about him? Well, and then what's one of the things, like, you keep talking about everybody else, you're with me, you're not with him, so why the fuck you keep talking about him? Like, that's the most immature thing in the world to do. You're in a relationship with another dude and that, and she's like, she was trying to, like, give in to everything and that, and I literally told her, like, I'm the leader, you're the follower now, you're gonna follow me no matter what, you're gonna follow my lifestyle as much as you can, because that's what women tend to do. Women are more or less followers. You know, you can have your own life and have your own personality, have everything in that, but you're going to gravitate towards what I do. You know, like I like going to the gym. You start going to the gym and that. And then you know, stuff start pulling back in that. And I'm like, I'm wasting money on the gym and that. I'm like, when we go to the gym, baby? I don't know if I go in today and all stuff like that. Like, she asked me, well, you can just walk to the other gym. And I'm like, why am I even here? Like, why am I even coming over and doing anything? That's when stuff start escalating. Like, why am I even here? You're just sitting here doing absolutely fucking nothing. Like, you don't want to cuddle with me, you don't do anything to me. Oh, you got another guy on your mind. Exactly what? She had another dude on her mind. And that's what happened. She had a dude from her past. I'm not even shitting you. She actually told me this shit. She had a dude from her past that I was going to hang out with her and that. I haven't seen her after that. Like, when she hung out with that dude, like, not even, like, 3 days after she hung out with that dude, I know she slept with him. I know she fucked him. It was very obvious that she had sex. Because she already planned it. She already had condoms and that ready. She said she had condoms ready for me and that. No, you had condoms ready because you're about to go to a prowl fest. I'm getting fucked by this dude. And then telling your boyfriend how much he fucked you and that all stuff, and that was fucking hilarious. I'm like, oh really? I'm like, yeah. That's why I didn't care about if the broke-up ever actually happened. I'm like, yeah, you're just a fucking whore. You're just being a slut. Because this dude's not gonna commit to you. He should have committed to you fucking 10 years ago. But he didn't. He banged you and then disappeared. And then 15 years later, 10 years later, and then he comes up out of nowhere. Yeah, he wants a booty call. I told her that. Oh yeah, he probably was going because when, you know. Oh, we're gonna hang out. Okay. And I started looking at the signs and that. This is what I didn't like. I actually want a relationship. I actually want to be happy with this person. But knowing that has a high body count, this is just pure fucking research from actual full-on experience. Because she had a high body count in that, and she had other dudes from the past that she fucked first. She thought about them more than she thought about me. And as soon as that guy came back from her past, immediately she dumped me and started hanging on him. That's what I'm talking about. That's the lesson I like to teach men. Women that fall in love with one dude from their past, their first love, they're always going to go to back to. 100%. This is actual fucking proof. They're always going to jump back ship. And she was telling me this shit. Like she said about her ex-husband and that. Another experiment proof, because I'm a researcher in that. For some people that are just completely thinking I just to talk. No, actual fucking proof, actual experience. So we're up at the gym and that, and like, her ex-husband was up there. So she planned it. It was very obviously, because she knew the dude was going up the gym, because she probably stalked him on social media and shit. She doesn't tell me shit. It's very obvious that she does. So we went up to Edge Fitness and that. You know, I don't know if she knew that he was there and that, but he probably posted, so we don't know what up there. I'm sure she wanted to just see him. She saw him and like, there's my ex and that. Her heart was pounding down like, so? It's like, you haven't talked to him in 10 fucking years. Who gives a shit? Oh my god. Because she had feelings for him. So she went outside and that. She was all huffing and puffing like it literally acting like a damn teenager. Instead of being mature and I go up to him like, hey, how you doing that, you know? And say that, yeah, I apologize for what happened, that hopefully we can move on and all this stuff and that. You know, I still care about you. I still want to stay in contact with you and that, to see how you're doing that. So after we went to the gym and that, you know, went back to the gym and that, she tried to talk to him that, and he said, I have nothing, you know, basically he says, I have nothing to do with you. He's like, I'm going on my separate ways. I'm like, good man, fuck that bitch. She fucking fucked your life up, man. Yeah, you should. And I felt his remorse in that. I'm like, he wasn't a bad dude. You're the fucking horrible one. And I instantly started thinking, like, yeah, man, I don't even want to be with her anymore. Like, it literally came up in my mind that I'm like, man, fuck this bitch. You fucking serious? And then non-stop talking about this motherfucker with the dude that you're supposedly fucking with. You're talking about your ex. And I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck? And she said, no offense, if he ever wanted me back and that, I would break up with you and go back with him. And then I'm like, okay. I'm like, why are you wasting your time with me then? Right there, she actually told me that my relationship with her didn't mean nothing. For an example, was it fun? Yes. Did I like being with her? Absolutely yes. But she wasn't, in the message that she sent me, I'm just telling you from actual experience now. When a woman literally flats out tell you that shit, you're like, okay, bye. You block her, you just don't even talk to her anymore. And, you know, if out of nowhere she like gets hold of you from a fake number and like, hey, it's like, why'd you do that? It's like, dude, you're literally talking about that you're going with another dude now inside your fucking head. That you're literally sleeping with another dude. That's this is it. This is where we're gonna go biblical. This is where the grace of Lord Jesus comes in. I'll tell you right now. He said it specifically, periodically, perfectly. He said adultery is from in the mind and from what you see. So if you think that you're going to have sex with another dude, that is adultery. That means that you have already betrayed your husband or your boyfriend already, because your mind is set on another dude. Her mind was set on multiple other dudes. She already betrayed me because I didn't have sex with her right away. Because I didn't put my dong in her right away. Because she thought that I was, she, like, what I'm saying is, that's what it is. Her mind was thinking about banging me when she was with another dude. And so when that didn't occur, I want to be in love with her. I want to have a relationship with her. It went fine for a month, and then it just broke because she was like, well, stuff needs to happen faster. No, it doesn't. Relationships take multiple years. You're in a hurry now because you're getting old. That's all we're doing. It's like, we don't have to have children. Like, we can just sit here and just be happy. Just go on trips and not do something. If you want to adopt someone later on, that's fine. I mean, I want to have my own children. Fuck yeah. It's like, I'm going to get someone pregnant. Yeah. I'm going to bust a hook up and get some girl pregnant, pop out my child. Fuck yeah, dude. I want my genetics to spread. I'm 35, I'm buffing out at 35 years old. People say, well, you can't gain that much muscle at 35 and that. I like, you hear all these fucking guys say all this stuff. Yeah, you may not gain faster than that, but like, I ain't gonna lie, I work out fucking, like 5 times a week? I do 2-day splits, so I work out twice and take a day off. Depends on how I feel. If I feel really good in that, then like today, I'm working out today, I'll have to go to work till fucking 8. No, that's what I do. I play a game for about an hour or so. I walk around that, digest food and that. I'm about to blow ass pretty soon. It's the same thing. I talk about stuff. But yeah, I just want to, I guess, officially telling everybody. If you see these signs from a woman in that, she's thinking about other dudes, literally tell her, like, hey, why are you thinking about other fucking men when you are with me? So, well, we're just friends and that. I'm like, no, you're fuck buddies. You're all fucking. You don't think about friends because they're friends you haven't fucked yet. No, women don't have guy friends they have sex with. Women have fuck buddies. They have fuck buddies. That's what they're called. They have guys they're emotionally sexually attracted to that they know they can have sex with. Friends, friend zone guys, they won't. They will not have sex with them. That's why they're friend zoned. Get the logical stuff straight. Guys, they think about. And it comes on an occurrence. They'll stalk them on social media and that. They'll think about them and say, well, I miss him. I miss the stuff that we did together and that. Mainly because they didn't fuck him yet, or they haven't had any type of like they haven't had any type of sexual thing with him that. Like for instance, one of the young girls I hung around with in that, she was 19 at the time of that. We used to hang out a lot. Nothing sexual at all. Because it's like, oh, she's just a coworker now. We hung out a lot in that. I was trying to teach her some lessons about dating and that. So we go on dates and that. We have like, I would pay for meals and that. And I would give her the experience that she wanted. Because she never felt it before. And she just sit there and just, she was kind of a slut. She just sit there and bang dudes and that. Like, oh, you're cute. I'm cute too. You should have sex with me. That's how her mentality was. Why? Because her mom was like that. She didn't have a good father figure. So she started attaching herself to me as her father figure. And I started to fall in love with her because I saw a lot of things with her that I actually fucking liked. And as we started progressing our relationship and that, friendship, she turned 20 and that. I'm like, okay, you're 20 years old and that. Or she was turning 20. And so we talked about it. And it came up to a conclusion that, she had a lot of emotional trauma of not expressing her emotions up front. She was controlled by cultural ways. Yes, our ages were different in that. But I was saying from all the experience I had for her, she developed love for me. because I catered to her. We talked about things together. We had such good conversations. We would laugh together and that. That's what relationships all about. Like a lot of people nowadays skip over that. They go right to sex and then they have relationships. And you can have you have a relationship first, and then you have sex. So I just many times now that she would come over and that we watch scary movies together and that, you know, and she would sit there and talk to me about stuff and that, and she'd be making fun of some dude that she'd be talking to and that, and like she would say all this stuff and that. And like, and this is what the biggest problem is, like, young women, especially even older women, that they don't understand that when you don't have a good father relationship with your father, he's not there for you. You can't learn how love is. You can't learn how to respect a man because the man's not in your vicinity to respect. And that's what this young lady did. This 20-year-old girl, she was starting to respect me. And so as of now, I start finding out certain things. I start finding out that she misses me. And I'm just like, okay, well, you said some ignorant ass shit and that, you know, out of respect, I don't really want to talk to you unless you apologize. And this is coming from another person that's like, he's really fucking heads over heels for this girl, but he has no chance of getting her because he already missed the shit. But he was telling me all this stuff and that because we're good friends and that, you know, we're like social work buddies and that. Every once in a while he'll call me and ask for advice and shit. And so, and he came on my stream and he started talking about that stuff and that. I was like, okay, well, like she can call me. She knows where I live at. If she has the confidence to come up here and that and talk to me, and she can say, knock on my door and that and say, hey, you know, like, where's, no, because my parents said, oh, where's your son? And then I want to talk to him that. And my parents will let her in. They'll talk to her and that and say, my mom will probably be really gentle with her and I'm like, oh, what's going on? It's like, oh, I feel really bad, the stuff I did, you know, And my mom will tell her flat out, like, well, that's just how it is that, you know, you come up and you, out of respect and that, it's like, and she'll talk about me and that, probably brag about me, I guess. So, like, you know, it's just how my son is. You know, he saw you as something that he cared about. That's why he did the things he did. It's all about remorse. So, you know, that's what it is. You trigger those emotions, and that when you want to trigger emotions in the best way possible, remorse and sadness is one of them. You actually feel a guiltiness, and that means your body's actually starting to feel. Just like when Jesus says, you know, the only sin that can't be forgiven is, you know, abandonment of the Holy Spirit. Because God can't get to you unless you have the Holy Spirit, which is feelings. When you stop worrying about feelings, you stop worrying about everything in life and that, you can suppress them a certain bit so it doesn't hurt you, but you still know it exists. There's some people out there that are literally completely shut out of feelings. And I'm not saying that this young lady is, but there's a chance, you know, she hasn't learned how to develop it. This is the pandemic that's happening. It's an emotional pandemic. People don't know how to fall in love anymore because fathers are wrong. And honest truth is, I blame it on a lot of these men. A lot of these, you know, fucking terrible men out there. They want to be players that fucking get girls pregnant and that. It all trickles down. Men need to stop having sex with women. I know men will be fighting against that with me. And that's like, the thing is, you're mostly tearing people apart because you're one of the go put your dick in a fucking hole in the wall. I get it. I understand it. I'm a man myself in that. But, like, this is an emotional turnout event. You're harming these women. If you stop giving them what they want, they're going to have to change for you. And that's what's happening nowadays. Men are rejecting women a lot. They're like, I don't even want to date anymore. And women are now complaining about it. They're doing this whole complaint cycle. And guess what? They're going to go right back. A lot of women are already saying online that. They say, I just want to get married and that. Like, I don't even want to do boss babe stuff anymore. Yeah, because it's fucking stupid. I don't want to live on my own. I want to live with 15 cats. They're always lonely. Well, yeah, because psychologically, women need a lot of affection and attention to make their lives go on. That's why they look the way they do. God created women to look especially nice for man. So that's why if any woman says, I wear makeup and wear push-up bras and wear like skimpy jeans and skimpy boxers or whatever the fuck pants they wear that show off their ass and their vagina sack and all their tits and that, they're not doing that for themselves. To themselves, like, I look cute, but to a man, you look hot, you look sexy. It's all for attraction for a man. God made woo man. Woo man means second. To be that way, to attract a man, so that men that survive really well, or men that are, capable of more attraction than that, can get to that woman, woo that woman. It's in the words themselves. Woo man. You're supposed to be gentle and kind. You're supposed to open your heart up to her. But if that woman's doing the opposite and she's acting like a man, then that's what the thing comes down, because psychologically it breaks them. They're like, oh, fuck. What's a woman now? Yeah, you forget. Go to the Bible and read it again. A woman is supposed to be a helper. You have the most important job. God gave you his personal personality in a way. Because he is a helper. He gave you the helper. He's that you are supposed to be the helper of man. You help man, you make his life easier so he can do more to make his life easier. So he can become, and it goes back and forth. That's why men have more muscles. That's why men have more ligaments. We're supposed to be more physical for a reason. That's it. Women are supposed to be more intelligent. Yeah, but most women aren't. Most women they're very low in intelligence because they're all emotional. They don't know how to separate it. Facts. If you look for women back 60, 70 years ago, like your grandparents and that, how'd your grandma act? My grandma, she's very, very intelligent. She knew certain things. That's all it was. Yeah, that's just how it is. Like, when you look back at society and how the stuff used to be for thousands of years, what's changed now? Common butter. So if women went back to the roots of how they're actually supposed to be, I know it's hard because the fathers that they don't have that, or these shit fathers and that, yeah, honestly, they should be all condemned. How dare you have a kid and you're not fucking with? Because you're making all men look bad that have kids that are actual fathers. Then men, honestly, they should be shot and have their balls chopped off. They shouldn't have kids. That should not be. Your balls are sacred. You produce babies. When you're fucking random chick, you get a bunch of random chicks tighter than that, you can't just high five some you. And then they're just like, the girl's like, yeah, I got pregnant, but I can just get an abortion now. I'll just keep going on. That's the problem it is. That's satanic culture. We're not supposed to do that. That's against God's will. That's against Christ's will. Guys, stop having sex with girls and that. Purify yourself in the Lord and go on your life. Like, you don't need to get girls pregnant and all that shit and that to high five go, yeah, no, you guys are all massive fucking adults. I mean, if you want to put it in this perspective and that, like, think of it as, like, it's a really, really bad thing to fucking bang a bunch of chicks. Like, it's bad. Don't high five yourself because being a player is nice. It's not. Being an attractive, sturdy man, it's a responsibility you're supposed to take because you know you can attract women. Any man that doesn't have kids after a certain age, and you stay single there, you're gonna get someone pregnant. And someone's gonna get pregnant. There's gonna be some young girl that's gonna bend over for you and get screwed. It's just how it goes. Anyway, I gotta go take a shit. I'm blowing ass. And do some stuff from side game up. Okay. Actually, I'll leave the window because of the damn job.
It's come to our attention that you've been at war with elements of the local population, and you've now been contracted to assassinate one of their leaders.
The commander.
This type of
Commander
unsavory
Steve.
mercenary activity undermines the stability of the region. You have been warned. These continued insurgent activities will not be tolerated. Abandon this futile pursuit and turn yourself in.
Yeah, she's the one that has, then she has the siren powers and walk forward. So I think there's like 6 or 7 sirens. The one you play with, the 4th one, is fucking cool. She's like she looks like a demon, I guess. She has, you know, demon wings and shit. She summons beasts and shit. She can do different summons and that. Kinda cool. Man, them fat burners suppressed my appetite. I was gonna eat 2 of those things and that, but I couldn't even eat it. I was gonna eat it when I get back from the exercise. Each one of these meals is like 500 calories, something like that. I'm only supposed to eat like 3 of them a day for 1,500 calories or something like 15 to 2,000 calories. Or I can eat 4 a day. Honestly, I don't even think. Yeah.
Wasting daylight, fool.
Yeah, we'll get ready to go to the gym. It's actually pretty cool outside. So I gotta see how it's gonna fare. I have to get a little jacket on or something. Other than that, guys, like stay true to yourself, you know. You know, I'm just worry about yourself, worry about, you know, making good money and worry about your survival. Now, women always will come in contact with men with more survival. Men with less survival than that, women will manipulate and use for certain things. But when men have so much survival in that, where they don't need a woman to be able to live on their own, that, you know, women always want to say, oh, you know, I helped this man make $1 million and that. I like TikTok stupid shit like that. Like, what are you talking about? It wasn't for me. He wouldn't have this and this and this and this. I said, huh? Like, still. Like, what are you talking about? Like, men have money in it because that's their job is to chase survival. We chase survival, not money. We chase survival. Nowadays, it's money, monopoly money. Women want to think that it's just like, oh, you're chasing women. No, we're chasing survival. And I know I had a conversation with the woman that's kind of she's a semi-feminist, I guess. I don't know how to even.
Burning daylight, fool.
And like I was sitting there talking about that, she's like, men are like hunters in that. They chase women. I'm like, so back then, women they were chasing women instead of food. I like, do you ever logically like think about what the fuck you're even saying that? Because that makes no sense. I told her like I love how women like to actually tell what men do when you're not a man. That's why I get crucial with women that say that shit. I said, how about you just sit down and shut up because you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Oh, it's being crude and that. Yeah, I'm sure you probably like that too in your bedroom with a dildo in your ass. I was basically saying you girls crave that masculinity of a man, even though you fucking hate it nowadays, but you still like it. Shut up. Just stop. Shh. Sometimes when you talk, baby, it makes no sense. Shh. It's okay. It's okay. Just be pretty. Shh. It's okay. Like, I get it. Just shh. Quietness is bliss. Just be quiet. I get it. You want to talk. Okay, talk. But sometimes you're just talking just to talk. You're talking to talk. And you don't and you're trying to make sense out of stuff that you're talking about and it doesn't make sense. It's like, okay, well, then you're just talking. It's okay. Like, every man knows that if a cute girl comes up to you and starts jibber jabbing about stuff, that cuteness goes down dramatically. Is it the only thing I got good at? Andrew Tate. He said this perfect. He says there's a lot of men that talk about other men, that talk about other people doing stuff because they don't do nothing. So that the most exciting man, why women are not attracted to men nowadays, because, well, and that's one retrospect. These men are just boring. They don't know how to talk about anything in that. You know, their lives are just sitting there. They just go to work and come home. They don't go on hiking. They don't go on little adventures and that. That's why guys go on adventures like in the video games, that go on adventures. Why? Because it's a story to tell. Oh, I went on an adventure and I met this person, that person, did this and did that. Oh, that's super cool. Yeah. Yeah, it makes life more fun. It does. Makes life more exciting when you can talk about things. Yeah, I'm gonna leave her around about 4 or something, but it works at 8. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna load this. Okay, let's go. But yeah, it's just little things to look at, and that, you know, like a lot of people say a lot of things, and obviously there's a lot of different things in life that we have, you know, that people are, and that, so we can't base upon all on one thing, and that, and I get it, you know, some people are very, nice. Very like emotional and stuff, and that passionate, so to speak. I would say passionate. Like passionate a little bit better than just emotion. Emotions go towards anything. This game's still good. That's what it is about living in that. We shouldn't be constricted. We should be 100% passionate about our lives. Everything in our lives. That's what makes life more fun. And if people disagree with your passions and that, you have disagreements with them, they yell and threaten that, you tell them to fuck off. Like, yeah, fuck you, bro. Get out of my way. You know, this is my life. If you want to direct me, then you could just go fuck off. That's why when that one guy came on the other day and I keep talking about him, I was like, dude really like pinpointing my personality and saying that's not how I should be. And no one else is gonna disagree with me. They're all gonna disagree with you. Because what you're saying that is remotely fucking stupid. That makes no sense. Saying it's okay to tell someone that, oh yeah, you shouldn't be like that because that's bad. I'm gonna say, well, knowing that you're doing that is saying you're telling me you're just an idiot. Because you do what you want in life. If you're not like mentally or physically like harming someone, your personality is its personality. You're gonna be that person, no matter what. That's what's really hard with a lot of people, Matt. Like, they just, like, you are who you are. If anyone wants to disagree with it, you can disagree all you want.
Another notch on my way.
If all men were all feminist men, this whole world would be destroyed. there'd be no women out there that would not date anyone. Like you think women would be bad nowadays and that this bitch mode? Yeah, women bitch because they know that men are right about this shit. That's why they complain. That's how women honestly work. They're very dramatized creatures. If you guys any mature woman that is, yeah, you women are dramatized as fuck. Nah, she's out of it.
If you need healing, step right up.
Damn. Level 16 man. Mine's always one level higher than mine. Got 100 more shield. Crazy.
Remember, you can always count on Marcos for the best guns around.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do at the gym today. I gotta see. My chest hurts a little bit. I might do just a little bit of low rep chest presses. I miss playing this game though.
BorderLand, get you one. Forget your ride.
I'll TC the vehicle.
I would say out of all the Borderlands, I think Borderlands 1's still probably the best one. Borderlands 2 is good. But like gun wise, Borderlands 1 has like the best damage of guns. Hands down. Just because, you know, the damage of guns, you can get guns that have like 150% more damage. They'll be like SMGs. So instead of them taking like 20, they'll take like 50. And they'll be super fucking powerful. Like they might have less accuracy or some bullshit like that, but. Yeah, you're a little high. Where the fuck do I have to go? Oh, okay. Shit, where am I going? Okay, gotta go with the thing then. Nice, peaceful driving. Okay, this is the part where I can get my mods. That's how you can get like fucking mods and shit.
Everything you've faced up until now has been simple. You're about to face a real challenge in Sledge.
Nice.
Do not underestimate him.
But yeah, as men, we have to stay strong. Because there is a lot of bullshit happening in life in that. And you're gonna have other men fight against you. That's the problem. And that's what's sad about it. You're gonna have feminist men fight against you. Overly emotional men, they're gonna fight against you now. I'm like, oh my god, especially younger men in that. Like I was at work in that and like I asked one of the guys there, I posed the guy, they're like, why? Like I asked how far away do the people live in that? They said someone lived like 25, 30 minutes away. I said, why the fuck are they working here if they live 30 minutes away? Like, there's Taco Bells literally all over the place that they can work at, I guess. And one of the guys said, oh, one of the guys here that lives that far away because he's following this girl around that. I'm like, why? He's like, I don't know. Like, dude, that's some fucking simp ass shit. I'm like, why would you do that? But yeah, like, that's kind of cringy. Like, why are you... Like, why do you want to follow a woman around that doesn't like you? And she's, like, bashing this dude and shit. I think it's fucking hilarious in that, but, like... I said, well, you're just telling him, you know, that you're not interested in that. She's like, yeah, I'm not interested in him in that. Yeah! Okay. I'll be right back.
Wasting daylight, fool. burning daylight, fool. Time is bullets.
Shake Up's a weird bubble effect to it. Like if it gets too much
Wasted
moisture,
daylight, fool.
it like pushes it up where the seal's at. It makes a bubble effect, and water always goes through it. I got to put powder in there, and then screw it on, and then put it on there. Or at least all really in place. Okay. I'm gonna lie, this game's awesome. Okay. I'm only for a little bit. I'd give it around about 5 or so.
Target hit.
Headshots are such a pain in the ass in this game. Berserker mod, explosion, liquidate, revenge, master. Yeah, you gotta wait every like 25 minutes or like that, so I can get level up a little bit. Got him.
Stop shooting! Bullseye!
Yeah, I missed a couple of quests to do in there. There's the one quest I didn't do yet. At least you can stun lock him a little bit by hitting him in the face.
Nailed it! Oh, that hurt!
Yeah. Sniper rifle, I'll probably use the sniper rifle. What the fuck? Huh? I was ready to say, like, what is that? Like, I had to have a sniper. Okay, it's just pretty bad. Yeah, some sniper rifles fucking suck ass in this game. This shit's so fucking fun.
Critical, biatch! Oh, you know that hurt.
What's that? Open shoots a little bit slower, but does more accuracy and 200% critical damage. Fuck yeah, it looks fucking cool as fuck. Okay.
Nailed it!
200% critical damage. That is ridiculous. I'm not gonna damage. Am I stuck? Nothing. Come on, stop waving the gun around, bro. Jeez. Oh my god, yeah, this is another one that I think I think shoots a bit faster. Here they come. Dude, super high level.
Bullseye! Come on, little one. Time to die. I got something for you.
Yeah, you could be a bitch to fucking kill. Super high level asshole. He just has a machine gun, he blasts us off. I knew it. Fuck. It's too low for this part. To change it?
If you need healing, step right up.
Yeah, a minute left. 58,000. Yeah, I ain't got no money for all that shit. I got no money. Yeah, I got no worth it. Let's go, better. Gato. Oh. Cool. See these guys respond back. I guess they don't. I guess they're on a timer. That's sad. Well, the new generator just helps out. Where the fuck is he at? Oh shit. Oh, dude, there's a red side, just like this. Where's it? Oh. I am running. Like a bitch. Fuck that shit, I am out. He's way too violent. I gotta go back and do some side quests and shit. Pick it up and level over so. I get 50% more. Yeah. That's why the attack thing is so good. Nice.
Greetings, traveler! New missions are available at the Firestone Bounty Board.
Up a shot, nah, go on, catch a ride. Nah, I can just run through this shit. Fuck it.
Did you know Shep Sanders in the arid Badlands has another job for you?
Kill these group of assholes. What the fuck? Slow ass piece of shit.
Come on, little one. Time to die. You better run. What are you?
Yeah, you can click the button. Little radio station. What the fuck is this? Cool.
Nailed it.
Cool. Fast.
Armaments here.
better.
You found an explosive weapon. Shots fired from these weapons have a chance of exploding on impact for massive damage.
Oh, the revolver. Dude, look at that bitch. 7 times 30. Minus recoil though. Oh. Yeah, get that. That's not too bad. I gotta get up level though. Nice. Yeah, this game's more like, it's just so directed easier. Like every time I play like other games and that, like they're so heavy on like when you find items in that, like they're a little too heavy with the items and that, like they give you legendaries really fucking up front and that. It's like, oh, try to keep you interested. Like when games are actually harder, people respect them. Like if they're not super fucking easy, like Diablo 2 for instance, to go hunting that for ruins takes fucking forever. Like you'll sit there and do that shit for days. Days, literally days. And like you'll just keep on farming and farming and farming and farming and farming and farming. That's why I use the Fist Heaven's Power. Fist Heaven's Power probably does the best for farming for that shit. Because he can go through that shit really fucking easy. He doesn't have to worry about immunities, because immunities really don't. They only hit me 20. Okay, gotta go over here. Gotta turn all this crap. Get me up a little bit of the crucible. But yeah, it's just appreciating games how they are. Like the first one of everything, they normally do a really good job of how they make it up.
Sure is lonely around here.
Jeez, a lot of shit.
I might not have a med school degree, but when you get shot, you'll be happy I'm here.
These might actually be pretty useful to have. I have no fucking money. Well, anyway, I'm gonna get going on that to the gym and shit. I will be back later on. And yeah, I'll go from there. Okay guys, I'll see you guys in a minute. Just stay strong in that. Try not to let anyone bring you down in that. Just try to do what you have to do in that. Sometimes it's best just to stay low and do what you have to do. If you have to speak out against something that because you feel like someone's like kind of like threatening you in a way, speak out. Just don't get in fights and shit. Just don't try to beat people up in that because that never does any good. Non-violence is the best way. People get really fucking upset when you don't want to fight them because they think that's a masculine thing to beat up everything. No, it's not masculine. A masculine, mature thing is to not fight. Like women think they're like, oh, you have to punch a guy in the face and that because they'll say something to me. I'm like, no, not really. I mean, if they touch you now, they get physical, dude. Yeah, I'll get physical back. That's about it. Anyway, you guys have a good one, and I'll see you guys later. God bless.